Hey everybody, welcome back to the weekly Slimefun update with your host Boomer, and today we have a lot to cover. Let's get right into it. One of the challenges that a lot of people have expressed over, especially recently, was the auto enchanter's unfortunate ability to overwrite higher level enchantments. For example, gotta get the right one here. Currently, if you have, in this case, an Efficiency 5 Fortune 1 pick, we're going to throw in an Efficiency 1 Fortune 3 book. What should happen is you should have an Efficiency 5 Fortune 3 book on the pick, actually. Excuse me. However, what you're going to see is that the efficiency got overridden, as did the fortune. This is how the current behavior is, where whatever you're adding to your tool will be overwritten by the book you're adding it. A change has been added where now we have our Efficiency 5 Fortune 1. If we try to add the Efficiency 1 Fortune 3, let's take a look and see what happens. Look at that. We now have Efficiency 5 Fortune 3. We got exactly what we should. How is it that the enchanters cannot do that? So a configuration option has been added. If you go into the items.yml file, there is an option that says override existing enchants level. If that option is set to false by default, which it is, it will not let you override enchantments where it would lower the levels. If you set it to true, then it will allow you to override. So for example, on the Infinity Enchanter, I have true enabled. That's how I was able to get a Fortune 3 Efficiency 1 pick, even though I started with an Efficiency 5 Fortune 1. But by having it to false, it put the higher of the two enchantments on. So by default, starting in Dev 968, false will be on. So you cannot take, for example, I have a Fortune level 20. If this were on the World Breaker and I tried to add a Fortune 5 book that had Unbreaking 20 on it, the Fortune would not get overwritten. So you're protected now, which is great to see. Guys, and we've got one more change in core this week. I think I mentioned it. Ooh, that looked pretty funny. I think I mentioned it in the last episode that they were working on an update to cargo, and the biggest place you're going to see us, especially the gain, will be when you get a lot of big bases. There was a change done to how cargo checks items, and from the initial test, they're saying the demand from this check in cargo, not saying the entire server, I'm saying this check in cargo, has reduced the lag that it causes by 50 to 60%. That is phenomenal. Hands off, guys. That's a great job. I'm sure a lot of servers, especially a lot of players, are now saying thank you. We had one other change too as well, was the Hercules pickaxe. There was an add-on for the deep slate ore so that it would now work. So let's test this real quick. We'll grab our pick, flip over to survival, and now we're getting, we got some copper dust and we got some raw copper out of it. It's supposed to crush it directly into dust. I guess we're not quite there yet. We did get some, but we also got copper out of it too. So I guess we'll have to keep looking into that one. It wasn't quite there yet. As far as updates this week, I'm going to bring up my guide here. So, simple material generators. For those of you who know, Wallach put this together back when I started my SkyGrid Slimefun Hardcore series, because he wanted to have an option to get more materials when they weren't available. And he did a phenomenal job with it, and he added a few extra things. Unfortunately, we have not heard from Wallach in a while, and the game-breaking update took SMG out of the picture. One of the devs has forked it and has re-released it with the credits still going to Wallach. And Wallach, by some chance, if you're watching us, we'd love to have you back as part of the community. We miss you. But just be aware, this is now available on the Slimefun builds channel, where you can actually download it. You'll have to delete the old jar and install this one, but it works just the same. No changes have been made other than to make it 1.17.1 and the new Slimefun version compatible. One other note too, just a quick thing with Cephy on Slime Tinker. While I can't give you specifics, a lot of things keep getting added, a lot of new traits. He's making some tweaks to things and making some adjustments. Tinker has become a really hot in demand question and answer session on the Discord. So if you are somebody who has been playing extensively with Tinker, I'm sure Cephy would love to get your feedback as well. So this is going to conclude this week's update. Thank you guys for joining us. I really appreciate all your support and feedback. Don't forget, when you play Slimefun, you got to go boomer or you got to go home. We'll see you later. I got some pickaxes to go enchant now.